Kids in my school, the prank people would grind up match heads and put them on the spinning disc on the inside. So if you put them in your computer, it'd set your computer on fire.
What made you get a From Software tattoo?
And then I was like, that's so stupid.
Did you see the guy who beat Elden Ring blindfolded?
What? It should be like, I don't know, curing cancer or something.
Today I'm joined by Johnny Famiglietti from the band Health to talk about his gaming journey. Now you might know Health from the Max Payne 3 soundtrack, GTA Online Arena War, and even the songs that they've contributed to games like Cyberpunk 2077. Johnny is a big gamer, streams on Twitch and YouTube, and I'm very excited to talk to him about the games that are really important to him. So, first off, what was your gaming, the early years like?
I think like most people, you probably played like, it's really dating myself here. Like I actually played the Atari, and then I played first Mario NES, but I didn't really like get into gaming until probably Doom, the first Doom. It's really hard to describe how mind-blowing it was and how cool it was when it came out. First time we'd ever seen first-person shooter. Everyone had it because it was shareware. They had floppies everywhere that were free and they're free to copy, and everyone just had them. So every single person had Doom, and it was the coolest thing in the world. Kids in my school, the prank people would grind up match heads and put them on the spinning disc on the inside, and then they'd put the floppy back together and then just write Doom, shareware, and just leave them out. So if you put them in your computer, it'd set your computer on fire.
Like, welcome to hell, literally. I'm gonna set your PC on fire.
Yeah, burn your house down.
Yeah.
Actually pretty.
It's messed up.
It's pretty f***ed up, yeah. But, it was the 90s.
So what was it like when you played it for the very first time? Where were you? Can you set the scene?
I was at my buddy Manuel's house, and he's like, check this out. And it was like all satanic, and I was like, what the f***? And we just like kept just taking turns, just like watching it all night, and then next day we're talking. And it's kind of funny, because the story's all abstract, and we didn't bother reading anything, so we'd be playing outside and be like, what do you think this game's about? It's like, his family's probably kidnapped or something, and we just freestyle. It holds up. It really holds up. It's really fun. It's legit, like you still get kind of jump scared. I've never even beaten the whole game. I only played the first episode. Never only played the first episode. And then Doom 2 came out. Yeah. And even Doom 2 you didn't even finish. I never finished either one. And I really love Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal I actually think is probably the greatest FPS ever made.
Even more so than Doom 2016?
I mean, I guess, I like it way better than 2016. Yeah. I love Doom Eternal. I love the use gun A to do B, to do C, to do D. Or it's really great. I love it. So Doom created a whole lifestyle where, now I'm a gamer, I guess a PC gamer, where I would go to these nerdy-ass computer conventions, and they would have, you'd buy all the, what they call the Doom clones and all that, you need to buy all the stuff. And I remember going to one and they had Quake. And they had Quake running on loop, and they had like smooth jazz playing at the same time. I thought it was the soundtrack to Quake. And I was like, wow, I'm like, this
very different.
Is really bizarre. And they had a raffle to put your name in to win it, and I won it. That's how I got Quake.
And then you booted it up and you're like, wow, the soundtrack is...
Well, then I was like, I need to get a new computer because I can't run this. Yeah. And then that's the Pentium was doing that. We're really going ancient history here. But Quake was also mind-blowing because it was so... I replayed Quake again because they did the re-release, and we even played it online. You're like Luigi and Mario 2, you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Like you're just moving the whole time. It's really weird. But Quake was amazing, and that was also great. Also mind-blowing for the time. Yeah. Also great soundtrack.
Yeah, 9 Inch Nails.
That's how I got into 9 Inch Nails. It's through Quake. It's kind of nerdy to say that, but it's true.
And then I kind of, again, full circle, you collaborated with 9 Inch Nails.
We have a song, 9 Inch Nails, that came out in 2021. And we went on tour with them in 2008.
Do you typically finish games, or are you?
I do. I love to finish. That's my favorite. I have to finish games. I don't like to. I know PC gaming. It creates this thing where you're just constantly buying games because it gets hyped and you play it like once and you never play it again. You never finish anything. You have like a million bajillion games. I don't like that.
Please don't out me. We're literally looking at my Steam library right now.
Yeah, I only see a few.
Oh no, I've filtered it so you don't see my unfinished pile of shame.
Yeah, I try to do. I really like one big amazing 1 or 2 games a year is the perfect thing for me.
I wish I could live that life.
Yeah. Well, it's like also time. If it takes a lot of time. These games are too long.
You are literally wearing an Elden Ring.
I am wearing an Elden Ring shirt. And I'm glad you pointed out because I need to take it off. I'm sweating the oldies here.
One game I'd really like to talk to you about is Red Dead Redemption. I know this game kind of got you back into gaming.
Yes.
Let's give this to you.
Okay, well.
You can re-experience what it feels like to hold a physical game.
I used to always just physical, and I even bought the physical PS5, but no games came out, so I
could play my Blu-rays on it.
And then now I'm in the Steam lifestyle, so. Let's get kids today, like they want you to put out a CD. I'm like, what? Where do you have a CD deck? Like no one has a CD deck.
No.
But yeah, Red Dead Redemption, this is probably one of Rockstar's finest titles. I had basically tried to like live an adult life. It's like I need to be successful. I will not play any video games.
No.
You always did have a high opinion of yourself, John.
And then I was like, you know, I'm really, my life is still a mess. I might as well play video games.
Yeah.
And then I was watching the commercials, and I was like, holy crap, I gotta get that. And so then I bought a PS3.
I was the exact same, but I bought an Xbox 360, and it was that in Red Dead Redemption, you played John Marston, those trailers, and I was like, oh, okay, god damn it, I'm invested now.
Yeah, and I was starting playing it, and I was like, man, this game's amazing. And then I kept being like, wow, this soundtrack is really cool. It's like Ennio Morricone. It's like really cool. It's really tasteful. I'm like, these guys are really on one, and I was super into it. And then I was playing these other Rockstar games, and it was right about that time I had beat Red Dead. We were in New York, and they're like, hey, Rockstar Games, let's take you to dinner. And it was like, just like a year after playing this, and I was sort of like, oh, maybe they want us to score a game. I'm like, nah, that'll never happen. And then, when we went to dinner, they're like, what do you guys think about scoring a game? And I was like, damn, it's like The Secret. It's like Oprah. Like, I manifested it. And I was like, this is really weird.
So Rockstar takes you out for dinner, and they just say, how do you feel about scoring a game? Did you know which game it was going to be?
No.
I told you the city was dangerous.
They sort of brought it up. They're like, okay, do sort of game. And I was like, well, I think that's a great idea, sir. And it's like, and he's like, are you gamers? It's like, I am. I've recently been playing all your games. I'm really into them. And and there's like, well, at first it was like, well, we're having issues with our composer. We think you guys could help what they're doing. So they gave us 2 levels, and I was super excited. So I'm like, hey guys, let's go above and beyond. Let's score the entire level, not what they're asking. Let's give them like 10 times more. And so we gave them the whole level, and they're really into it. And then we kind of kept working for a while. And then they ended up just parting ways with the other guy because it wasn't working out. And then we took over the project.
Wow.
And then we worked for probably the next year and a half, you know, endless revisions, endless notes back and forth. But that said, I got to really give it to Rockstar. Not only we have 0 experience, we've probably released like 20 minutes of music entirely in our entire career, written 20 probably total.
Yeah.
They let us do it, and they gave us a ton of freedom. Like all these, you know, we got really creative with the soundtrack. Not to get too highfalutin, but we like just sonically and all this crap we were doing, and we were trying to do all these things like we wanted to echo like Max's mental state. Putting like really contemplative tones and stuff that would even kind of take you out of the action to the point to make you kind of think about the reality of going in slow motion and shooting 3,000 men in the face, what that would feel like. Just really, you know, already concept, and they were just down. Like they let us do the music, and I'm really, really grateful, and I think it came out great.
Yeah, I was replaying it over the weekend. It holds up so well.
For the anniversary, I replayed it. I played it on stream, and I did it with the mouse and keyboard. A lot easier than mouse and keyboard. And you know, it was a great game. If you listen to our first 2 albums, like they're pretty nonsensical. Like they're not even that musical. So I'm like, I don't know what they were thinking. So, but you know, thank God, it's great.
Do you want to play Dark Souls or Elden Ring?
You know, I am a little bi-curious about playing Dark Souls. Like if it holds up, like because this is probably my favorite game of all time. You always remember things differently, and so I wonder because now that Elden Ring has come out and now that Sekiro's come out, like what do the controls feel like in this? You know, this is like
I can tell you that.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Not good. Okay. Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. I'm not good at these games. Everyone's like, oh, you like Dark Souls? You must be really good. It's like, no, I'm terrible at these things. They take me forever. I just love them. They're just good. They just give you a meaning. I don't even like that they're hard. I hate games that are hard. These are just so great, and they look so cool, and they give you a reason to level up. Also the combat, like that you actually get to do this as a kid. You just dream about it when you're playing RPGs. You just like could just gank someone like that. You know?
How do you feel about Souls likes? Do you play anything?
No, it's like Souls games take so long. They release them in such a clip. I'm like, I can't drink Diet Coke, you know?
So you like to finish games, but you're not really a completionist platinum.
Okay, well, so here's the thing. With video games, I love video games, but a lot of video games too, I really want them to have meaning or something to be really good because you are wasting your life and like you need this time for other stuff. So I'm just like, if I just feel like, oh God, what I do? It's like, I'll look at the time, like time spent $100. I'm like, oh God, this is terrible. What am I doing? So it's like, I really want to like it. Oh God. Oh, I f***ed that one up. I should do the budget attack. Oh my God, I'm terrible.
No, you got it.
Okay.
You're doing pretty well.
I mean, honestly, for guys who play a lot of these games, I'm not doing that great.
I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to give you confidence.
Yeah. Well, I would have beat him though already if I had done the hints for the plunging attack.
Do you watch speedruns?
The only speedrun I've ever watched really is like a Souls game.
Did you see the guy who beat Elden Ring blindfolded?
What?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Yeah. There's another.
Who are these people?
There's another guy who beat.
We gotta put them on like they should be like I don't know, curing cancer or something. There we go. God God damn it! I did the
Got
wrong
a little
button.
bit.
Son of a. This is really embarrassing. I'm on camera.
Fine. We can edit it. Don't worry.
No.
We can make it look like you did it first time.
No, this is what's so great about these games.
Well, that's the thing. So how did you feel? You were so close. You were like one hit away.
Yeah, but see, that's also like I think these games have great things to teach you about life. You know, always got to stand up. You got to keep trying. Got to keep grinding, and don't get greedy. Just take 1 or 2 hits and be patient. You know. See, it feels good. It feels so good.
You did it.
That's the magic of these things.
How do you keep up with gaming news and releases?
I'm a big fan of everything in my life if 3 people recommend it system.
Oh,
So
okay.
I trust that everything's
Yeah.
So if 3 people tell me something's good, then I'll finally check it out.
Okay.
With the PC games, there's always some hype. You know, something that's going on. Like, oh, everyone's playing this, you gotta play it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like usually cheap enough. You're like, all right, I'll buy it. But like, it's like, I bought Power World. I never even played Power World.
I also bought Power World. Never even booted it.
Yeah, but it's like, you gotta play Power World. Helldivers 2 is great.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Balatro is awesome. I can't recommend that game enough.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I'm always on the lookout for good games on Steam Deck. A majority of my gaming is on tour with a Steam Deck,
I was gonna say.
which I think is the best console on the market right now.
Yeah. This is not brought to you by Steam.
No.
It's just genuinely a great.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to upgrade to the OLED one.
I'm really tempted.
Yeah.
But
I played with my buddies. I was like, damn it is better.
so 3 people told you Balatro was good. Everyone's talking about it. What's the longest like stretch of it you've played in one go?
I mean, I've done it like pretty much all day on tour. I've been playing it a lot actually. I've beaten all the white difficulty, and I'm going through the next difficulty. And I'm trying to unlock all the decks. It's really fun. It can also be very frustrating. The new update makes it a lot smoother. You don't have to retry as many times because you start with the Joker. It's really genius.
It's coming out on phones as well.
Bad idea. I don't want it on my phone.
Yep.
I don't need more addicted, more habits, but it's good. I like something, on tour. I can have it on the Steam Deck. I can be on the airplane.
Yeah.
Because 3D games on the tour. Though I gotta say, I pretty much beat the majority of Elden Ring. I just played on tour, like on the Steam Deck with no internet connection, like on an airplane.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Couldn't even summon. Wait, do you beat Millennia without summoning?
Oh no, I did that with 2v1. We streamed it actually. That took forever.
Yeah.
Because we had to do it twice, one for his game, one for my game.
Yeah.
That was actually so much fun though. I love the co-op
Yeah.
thing.
What made you get a From Software tattoo?
It was a joke. I was like, man, that would be really funny if someone did that. And then Armored Core is coming out, and everyone's kind of excited. I'm like, man, I bet the internet would really pop. And then I was like, that's so stupid.
Is that your only tattoo?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's just like a lot funnier. It was definitely a joke. It's just really funny to get the logo of a game company. Also, like, what if they start making bad games or something? You never know. But who knows? I'm also thinking of the idea, because, Elden Ring DLC, I'm like, if I got an Elden Ring DLC one, that might be too stupid. But, the idea is it's the devil on the shoulder. I can't recommend Baldur's Gate 3 enough. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is one of the greatest RPGs of all time. It's amazing.
So you're a big Baldur's Gate fan of the series in general?
Yes, Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were some of my favorite games of all time. Baldur's Gate 3, it's like I was kind of skeptical. It's just amazing, and it's the new 5e rule set. So you probably, if you play Dungeons and Dragons, you already know how to play.
Do you play?
Yeah, I'm a DM. My group meets once a week. We have for like over 10 years.
Who did you romance?
Shadowheart, of course. However, as my character, I made his half orc, and I wanted him to be his brute. Laser would have made a lot more sense. But you can't be a brute in Baldur's Gate 3. I'm trying to make this half orc, and he's still a fancy ass.
Yeah.
It's like cursed on my hands and everything. Like, who's this fancy? Like, I wanted to be like, ugh, So
Like a gross guy.
yeah, so it kind of made more sense he'd go Shadowheart.
Yeah.
I like bitchy fictional women.
So, Laser.
Or both of them.
well-
Actually, everyone's kind of really mean in it. Well, no, Carl's really nice.
Yeah, Karlach is a little teddy bear.
How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards?
So, and not to be weird, in a Starian sex scene, do they do this? And this really bothers me in
Right.
modern movies and stuff. Every movie or TV show, and when two people are about to have sex, there's a moment where they're like, turn around, and they get naked, and they're like, hi, ta-da, now we're gonna do it. And I'm like, who the no one has done that in real life ever. Who the does that? And
Maybe
they
the
did it, and they
Victorian
did-
era.
And then Baldur's Gate 3, that's what they did. And I'm like, oh, what the was that? Like, so does Astarion do that too?
I don't think he did.
Okay.
That's the thing, it's not as memorable as turning into a bear, They really popped off with
Yeah,
that.
so I don't know how what order of play gets you there, but everyone kept talking about the bear thing. It's like, did you the bear? I'm like, how are you supposed to do that?
Preparation.
Yeah. No, but that's what I love about this game. Like, out there, I was like, who is this drow girl? It's like,
Yeah.
oh, she's like a party member. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, I pushed her off a cliff.
I did that too.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I think
It's the most thing in the world.
I turned her into a sheep and then pushed her off.
It's awesome. That's my favorite thing. That game, I just the amount of like bosses I pushed off a cliff. I was on the airplane. I was like, yes! I was so pumped. Great game.
Great game. What do you want to promo?
Oh, I'd love all your viewers at home to check out our latest album, Rat Wars. It's our best record yet. I know people say that, but it actually is. And you should definitely check it out if you haven't. And come see us on tour. We're probably on tour when this airs, especially in Europe and Australia.
Thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming.
Awesome. Thank you.